Have you ever thought that the items in your bag could be holding back your financial success? Do you feel the pressure of financial scarcity despite giving your best effort? What if just one simple habit could help you attract abundance into your life? In this video, we'll explore how the things you carry with you every day can impact your wealth and prosperity. By the end of the video, you'll have a better understanding of how to remove these barriers and pave the way for prosperity to flow into your life. Make sure to watch till the end so you don't miss any important information. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. Let's start by thinking about why we often feel like we don't have enough money. Many of us experience this feeling even when working hard. That sense of lack can stem from a mindset that focuses on what we don't have instead of appreciating what we already possess. For instance, imagine someone who is always busy and exhausted, yet never seems to move forward financially. The constant worry about not having enough money can actually make it harder to attract financial success. The Buddha taught that every thought is like a seed planted in the garden of our mind. It is from these seeds that our reality takes root and flourishes. If our mind is filled with anxiety, fear, and scarcity, we are sowing the seeds of suffering and stagnation. But when we transform our mindset from lack to abundance, appreciating what we have, that's when we begin to plant the seeds of wealth and prosperity. By nurturing positive thoughts and focusing on abundance rather than lack, we not only change our perspective on life, but also open up new doors, welcoming more opportunities and wealth that were previously out of reach. Every thought we generate acts like a prayer, directing and attracting corresponding energies in the universe. Only when we learn to plant positive thoughts can good things and prosperity naturally and fully come into our lives. Thus, shifting from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset is not just a change in thought, it's a profound inner journey of transformation that leads us to a clearer and more fulfilled reality. Now that you've reached this point, you can start practicing right away by planting the seed of prosperity within yourself. Comment below, "I want a prosperous life," to welcome more positivity and good fortune from the universe. When you boldly affirm your desire, you're sending a message to the universe that you are ready to receive the goodness and prosperity that life has to offer. Such words act like a bright light, dispelling the darkness of worry and awakening within you a strong belief that you deserve to live a full and abundant life. Next, think about the items you carry in your bag every day. Clutter can block the flow of positive energy, just like a cluttered mind hinders clear thinking. Imagine your bag filled with old receipts, broken items, and loose change. This mess can make you feel weighed down both physically and mentally. The Buddha's teaching on non-attachment reminds us to let go of what's unnecessary. By doing so, we create space for positive energy and new opportunities to enter. Cleaning out your bag and clearing your mind can create room for fresh energy that attracts wealth. Mindfulness is another powerful tool. Sometimes we don't realize how small things in our daily lives impact our peace and financial well-being. Imagine a busy person who overlooks the clutter in their bag. This can lead to bigger issues like feeling overwhelmed and being less productive. Maintaining a clear and mindful mind helps us make wiser decisions. The Buddha taught that everything is interconnected. By being mindful of each choice, we can create a ripple effect that positively influences our financial situation. In this video, we'll dive deeper into these ideas and outline specific steps to bring more abundance into your life. From regularly decluttering your handbag to practicing mindful spending, each small step will help you eliminate barriers and invite prosperity. Stay tuned to learn how to transform your relationship with money through simple and intentional changes. One common belief around financial scarcity that many people experience is the feeling that no matter how hard they work, wealth always seems out of reach. This mindset is referred to as a scarcity mentality, a widespread issue where people focus more on what they lack rather than what they have. For instance, think of someone who works tirelessly but never achieves financial stability. This person is constantly worried about money, which leads to stress and anxiety. This mindset can become a self-fulfilling prophecy because focusing on scarcity makes it harder for wealth to enter their life. In reality, the belief in financial scarcity can lead to serious issues. Many people feel trapped in a cycle of earning and spending without ever feeling content or secure. This sense of lack can impact their decisions, leading to poor financial choices such as overspending or incurring unnecessary debt. The pressure from this mentality can silently erode not only mental health, but also physical well-being, relationships, and even one's inner happiness. When we are constantly overwhelmed by anxiety and negative thoughts, the body reacts by producing unhealthy energy, making the mind heavy, stressed, and unbalanced. This not only diminishes the quality of life, but also gradually causes relationships to become distant and cold. Therefore, recognizing these signs and understanding the root of the problem is an essential first step. Only when we have enough awareness to see that these negative emotions stem from our own mindset can we truly transform them. Confronting ourselves, identifying the barriers in our minds, and finding ways to overcome them will lay the foundation for starting the journey toward a more peaceful and fulfilled life. One way to shift from a scarcity mentality to a mindset of abundance is through mindfulness. Mindfulness means being fully present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. By practicing mindfulness, we can begin to notice the negative thoughts that shape our perception of scarcity. For example, instead of letting our minds get tangled up in endless worries about not having enough money or assets, we can start by redirecting our thoughts and focusing on what we already have, appreciating every little thing that life has given us. When our hearts learn to feel gratitude and nurture it, the seeds of peace and contentment are sown deep within, helping us see everything with a more positive and open perspective. Gratitude is like a pure, refreshing stream that washes away the dark patches in our minds and replaces them with clarity, compassion, and self-understanding. This transformation from deep within not only helps us appreciate the blessings we already have, but also invites goodness and prosperity from the universe into our lives. Each word of thanks, each genuine expression of gratitude carries the power to change how we view the world, opening new doors that lead us to both material and spiritual wealth and abundance. We would also be deeply grateful if you subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to ensure you never miss any new content. Every subscription is not only a tremendous encouragement, but also helps us continue our journey of spreading the light of Buddhist teachings to more people, enabling all of us to cultivate a life of peace, mindfulness, and fulfillment together. Like a bright light shining in the darkness, gratitude helps dispel negative thoughts, soothes anxieties, and builds a strong psychological foundation where prosperity can naturally grow and flourish. Always remember, when you feel content and happy with what you have, you'll attract more opportunities and good fortune, enriching your life further. Let's reflect on the story of a person who transformed their life by changing their mindset. This person constantly felt that they weren't earning enough money despite working very hard. They often thought, "I'll never have enough money." This negative mindset created a mental barrier that hindered their financial growth. After learning about mindfulness and gratitude, they began to shift their focus. Instead of being consumed by their financial struggles, they started appreciating small successes and the opportunities in their life. Gradually, this shift in thinking opened up the financial growth path they desired. The wisdom of the Buddha helped them recognize new opportunities for income and financial development that they had previously overlooked. Buddha emphasized that our thoughts shape our reality and highlighted the importance of having the right mindset and mindfulness in achieving a fulfilling life. By cultivating an abundant mindset, we can attract more positive experiences and opportunities. This doesn't mean ignoring financial challenges, but rather approaching them with a calm and open mind. When we focus on abundance, we become more creative and resourceful in finding solutions to our problems. Overall, the perception of financial scarcity is a major barrier to wealth and prosperity. By identifying and addressing this mindset, we can start making positive changes in our lives. Practicing gratitude and mindfulness can help us shift from focusing on what's lacking to appreciating what we have, opening the door to greater financial prosperity. Remember, our thoughts are powerful, and by changing our mindset, we can change our reality. The impact of personal belongings on finances. Have you ever considered how the items you carry daily might be affecting your financial situation? Our personal belongings can impact our wealth in ways we may not immediately recognize. Imagine your bag filled with old receipts, broken items, and scattered coins. This clutter is not just a physical mess, it creates mental disarray that affects your ability to attract wealth. Clutter in our lives can reflect the clutter in our minds. When we carry around unnecessary items, it can make us feel disorganized and overwhelmed. For example, think of a person who always has a messy bag. They might spend extra time searching for things, feel irritated, and lose focus. This disorganization can spread to other aspects of their life, including their finances. Holding on to unnecessary items creates obstacles that block positive energy and abundance from flowing into life. Buddhist teachings on non-attachment remind us to let go of things that no longer serve us. By practicing non-attachment, we can free ourselves from the burden of carrying too much. This doesn't mean giving up everything, but being mindful of what we choose to keep. Imagine someone who regularly tidies up their bag, only keeping what's essential and valuable. This habit can bring a sense of relief and clarity, helping them focus on their important financial goals. Mindfulness is the key to evaluating our belongings. When we take the time to carefully review what we carry, we can make better decisions about what to keep and what to release. For instance, someone might realize that when they regularly clean out their bag, they feel more organized and in control. This sense of control can extend to their financial life, where they start managing money more effectively and making wiser decisions. Consider the story of a person who changed their financial life by decluttering. They used to carry around a heavy bag full of unnecessary items, felt stressed and overwhelmed, and often lost things in the chaos. After deciding to clear out the clutter, they began to feel lighter, more focused, and started to notice improvements not just in their daily routines, but also in their financial situation. The act of decluttering served as a catalyst for a more organized and prosperous life. After learning about the benefits of decluttering, they decided to clean out their handbag, getting rid of old receipts, broken items, and anything that wasn't useful. This simple act made them feel lighter and more focused. They noticed their finances starting to improve as they became more mindful of their spending habit. The wisdom of the Buddha teaches us that our external environment reflects our inner state. By keeping our personal space tidy and uncluttered, we can create a positive space that attracts prosperity. Practicing mindfulness and non-attachment can help us remove obstacles and open the door to new opportunities. Remember that the things we carry with us daily can either propel us forward or hold us back. By being mindful of our belongings, we can create a clearer path to achieving financial abundance. And if this resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to our Buddhist channel. Mindfulness is not just a skill, it is a powerful tool that can transform our entire life, especially when applied to the financial realm. In Buddhist teachings, mindfulness means being fully present in each moment, with a deep awareness of every thought, emotion, and action we generate. When the mind reaches this state, every decision becomes clearer and more insightful, helping us understand what is happening both inside and outside of ourselves. The practice of mindfulness goes beyond merely paying attention to fleeting emotions. It helps us recognize the strong connection between each small daily choice and its profound impact on our financial situation and quality of life. Every spending decision, every purchase, and every savings habit, no matter how small, carries significance and energy that, when made mindfully, will gradually create a flow of prosperity and stability. For example, when we make spending decisions unconsciously, without considering the true value of the item, it can lead to waste and accumulate negative energy. But if we are truly present in each decision, carefully considering before making a choice, we will create positive effects, not only improving our financial situation, but also fostering peace and balance in our minds. Mindfulness is the key that helps us recognize the connection between action and consequence, between our lifestyle and our financial condition. When our minds are clear, every choice becomes an opportunity to plant the seeds of long-term prosperity and stability. Thus, always keep your mind present, maintain clear awareness, and act with full consciousness to build a life that is not only materially abundant, but also fulfilling in every moment. Their spending habits may accumulate over time, such as buying things that aren't really necessary or forgetting to manage their finances carefully. This lack of mindfulness can create financial pressure and hinder the ability to save and invest wisely. When we start becoming more mindful, we can break these negative habits and make choices that better support our financial goals. A key aspect of mindfulness is recognizing the interconnectedness of everything. The Buddha taught that everything in life is interrelated. Our thoughts, actions, and surroundings all influence each other. When we become aware of this connection, we can see that small changes can have a big impact on our financial well-being. For instance, keeping our personal space organized can lead to a clearer mind, enabling us to make more rational financial decisions. By understanding the link between actions and outcomes, we can build a life that is both prosperous and fulfilling. Meditation is a great way to practice mindfulness. It helps us slow down and focus on the present moment. It allows us to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment. With regular meditation, we develop a deeper awareness of our inner state and how it affects the external world. Let's look at the story of someone who used mindfulness to improve their financial situation. This person often felt stressed about money, constantly worried about bills and expenses. They decided to start practicing mindfulness and meditation by setting aside a few minutes each day to sit quietly and reflect on their finances. Gradually, they became aware of their spending habits and how they could improve them. They began making more thoughtful decisions, such as setting aside a portion of their income for savings and cutting back on unnecessary expenses. This mindful approach helped them alleviate financial stress and build a more secure future. The Buddha's wisdom teaches us that by being mindful and recognizing the interconnectedness of all things, we can transform our lives. When we pay attention to our thoughts and actions, we can make positive changes that improve our financial situation. Mindfulness allows us to see the bigger picture and understand how our daily choices impact our overall prosperity. By incorporating mindfulness into our lives, we can invite more abundance and happiness onto our path. Have you ever felt your mood or energy shift suddenly just by touching an item or walking into a room? This happens because everything around us carries an energetic imprint. The items we hold on to in our lives, including those in our bags, can influence our health and financial well-being through the energy they carry. Every item holds a specific type of energy based on its history and the emotions we associate with it. Think of a favorite piece of jewelry that brings you joy every time you wear it. Now, imagine a crumpled old receipt at the bottom of your bag, reminding you of a regrettable purchase. Even small objects like these carry energies that can affect our mood and mindset. By understanding and managing these energetic imprints, we can create a more positive environment that supports our financial goals. Negative energy can accumulate in familiar items we carry daily. For example, broken items might symbolize unfinished tasks or unresolved issues, Scattered coins, often forgotten, could represent scattered resources and a lack of attention to finances. Branded goods can carry the energy of consumerism and materialism. By eliminating these negative energies, we can create space for positive and uplifting energies that attract abundance. One way to manage these energetic imprints is to practice mindful decluttering and organizing. Regularly cleaning out your bag and evaluating each item can help you decide whether to keep or let go of them. For instance, rather than letting receipts pile up, review and sort them. If they're no longer needed, dispose of them neatly. Repair or remove broken items to erase the negative energy they bring. Gather loose change and place it in a designated spot. By doing so, you'll ensure that everything you carry supports a positive and prosperous mindset. Let's look at the story of someone who transformed their life by understanding this concept. The energetic imprints of the items we carry daily significantly impact our mood and motivation. One person always felt tired and unmotivated, especially at work. After noticing that their bag was filled with broken items and scattered coins, they decided to reorganize and remove anything that carried negative energy or served no purpose. They kept only items that sparked joy or had a clear function. This small change made them feel lighter and more positive. Over time, they noticed an improvement in their work performance and felt more confident in managing their finances. The Buddha's wisdom teaches that our surroundings play an important role in shaping our experiences. By becoming aware of the energetic imprints from our personal belongings, we can create an environment that supports our health and financial prosperity. Eliminating negative energy and inviting positive energy can help us stay focused, become more motivated, and expand the opportunities available to us. Remember, what we carry with us each day has an impact on our mood, mindset, and financial success. By being mindful of the energy imprint of these items, we can cultivate a harmonious and prosperous life. In summary, the energy imprint of personal items plays a crucial role in our financial prosperity. When we understand and manage these energies, we can create a positive environment that attracts wealth. Regularly decluttering and organizing our personal space helps remove negative energy and welcome positive energy. When done mindfully, this habit helps align our external environment with our internal goals, paving the way for financial prosperity and overall well-being. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to our Buddhist channel. 5 Negative impacts of common items. In this section, we'll explore how everyday items can negatively impact our finances. These seemingly harmless objects often carry negative energy that can block the flow of abundance into our lives. By understanding and addressing these influences, we can create a more positive environment for financial growth. Consider old receipts. Many people carry receipts without giving them much thought. These pieces of paper often serve as reminders of past spending, sometimes on unnecessary or regretted purchases. They carry the energy of those transactions, which can create a sense of heaviness. Imagine a person with a handbag full of old receipts from multiple shopping trips. Every time they see or touch these receipts, they may unconsciously recall the stress or regret associated with those expenditures. By regularly clearing out these receipts, we can release the negative energy and make room for new positive financial experiences. Broken items are another common cause. Carrying broken objects can symbolize unresolved issues or unfinished tasks, creating a feeling of stagnation and hindering progress. For example, someone might keep a broken pen or a cracked phone case in their bag. These items, although small, can remind them of unfinished business or problems that haven't been addressed, creating a sense of being stuck. By repairing or discarding broken items, we can remove this stagnant energy and open ourselves up to new opportunities. Loose change is often overlooked, but can also have a negative impact. Coins scattered at the bottom of a bag can represent scattered resources and a lack of financial focus. For instance, a person may have a few coins rolling around in their bag, forgotten, and unused. This can reflect a habit of not paying attention to small amounts of money, which can add up over time. By gathering and organizing loose change, we can cultivate a mindset of valuing and managing all our resources effectively. Managing personal items is important because everyday objects can have a negative impact on our financial well-being. Seemingly harmless items can carry negative energy, disrupting the flow of abundance in our lives. By understanding and addressing these impacts, we can create a more positive environment for financial growth. Branded items, especially those received for free, often carry the energy of consumerism and materialism. These items can clutter up our space without providing real value. For example, a person may have many promotional items in their bag, such as pens, keychains, or notebooks with company logos. Although these items may be useful, having too many can contribute to a cluttered and disorganized environment. Carefully selecting branded items to keep can help reduce clutter and allow us to focus on what truly serves our needs. Food packaging and wrappers can also carry negative energy. These items often accumulate without us realizing, contributing to the disarray in our bags. Imagine someone who frequently eats on the go and tosses food wrappers into their bag. Over time, these wrappers pile up, creating a sense of disorder and neglect. By promptly discarding packaging and wrappers, we can maintain a clean and organized space, which in turn supports mental clarity and focus. Buddhist teachings provide profound wisdom on achieving abundance, not just in material wealth, but in all aspects of life. These teachings guide us to understand the nature of prosperity through principles like impermanence, mindfulness, generosity, non-attachment, and interconnectedness. By applying these principles, we can invite wealth and happiness into our lives. Impermanence is a fundamental concept in Buddhism. It teaches that everything is in a constant state of change. Understanding this helps us realize that our financial situation is not fixed and can improve. For example, if we are facing financial difficulties, knowing that this situation is temporary can bring hope and motivation. We can take positive steps to improve our situation, trusting that change is possible. Even small changes in habits and attitudes can lead to significant progress over time. Mindfulness is another important teaching. When we are fully present and aware of our thoughts and actions, we can make better financial decisions. For instance, when practicing mindful consumption, we become more conscious of what we buy and avoid unnecessary expenses. This mindfulness helps us save money and allocate resources more efficiently. It also extends to how we manage our finances, encouraging us to regularly review our budget and adjust our spending habits to align with our goals. Practicing mindfulness in every moment of life not only brings peace and clarity to the mind, but also helps us recognize the habits we've unknowingly maintained, which may have been quietly eroding our wealth and happiness. When we live mindfully, we no longer act on autopilot or follow old habits without considering their consequences. Instead, we begin to deeply evaluate each action and choice, asking ourselves, is this truly beneficial for me? And is this how I want to nurture my life? For example, rather than letting money and time slip away on unnecessary expenses or negative habits, mindfulness helps us become aware of this and take proactive steps to change. Each time you face a financial decision or spending habit, pause for a moment and focus on the feeling. When you are fully present in that moment, you will have a clearer sense of what to let go of and what to continue nurturing. As a result, wasteful habits will gradually be replaced by constructive actions that bring real value to our lives. From planned spending to wiser financial management, everything stems from a mindful mind. When every decision comes from a place of clarity and careful consideration, we will find that not only do our finances become more stable, but the overall quality of our life also improves. Generosity is a core practice in Buddhism. By giving, we cultivate a sense of gratitude and inner wealth. This doesn't mean we have to give large amounts of money, but even small acts of kindness can create a positive impact. For instance, setting aside a portion of your income for donations or engaging in volunteer activities can help you feel more connected to the community and less focused on your own financial worries. Generosity creates a circle of positive energy that has the power to attract prosperity into your life. When we give freely, we open ourselves up to receiving more, whether it's new opportunities, friendships, or a sense of inner peace. Non-attachment is a key factor in achieving true abundance. The Buddha taught that attachment to material wealth can lead to suffering. When we let go of our attachment to money, we free ourselves from the worries and stress that often accompany financial concerns. For example, instead of constantly stressing about accumulating wealth, we can focus on enjoying what we have and sharing it with others. This shift in perspective can lead to a more fulfilling and joyful life. Letting go of the need to control every financial outcome also allows us to accept and embrace the natural flow of abundance more easily. Interconnectedness is the awareness that everything is closely linked to one another. Our actions, thoughts, and environment are all interconnected and influence each other. By understanding this, we can see how our choices affect our financial situation. For instance, creating a harmonious living space can improve clarity and productivity at work, which in turn leads to better financial decisions. When we treat others with kindness and respect, we build supportive relationships that open doors to new opportunities and resources. Recognizing this interconnectedness not only helps us manage our finances better, but also creates a circle of positive energy that spreads into all areas of life. Holistic thinking can help us see the bigger picture and make choices that benefit both ourselves and those around us. Let's explore the story of someone who applied the Buddha's teachings to achieve prosperity. This person once struggled with financial stress and felt overwhelmed. They started by accepting the concept of impermanence, reminding themselves that their circumstances could change. They practiced mindfulness by tracking their spending and making wise consumption choices. Generosity became a part of their life as they regularly participated in local charity activities. At the same time, they practiced non-attachment by focusing on the joy of a simple lifestyle rather than accumulating wealth. Ultimately, they cultivated a sense of interconnectedness by creating a peaceful family environment and building strong, lasting relationships. Over time, they noticed a significant improvement in both their financial situation and overall happiness. The Buddha's teachings offer a holistic approach to achieving prosperity. By integrating principles such as impermanence, mindfulness, generosity, non-attachment, and interconnectedness, we can create a life filled with abundance and fulfillment. These teachings remind us that true wealth is not just about money, but about living a balanced and meaningful life. When we apply these principles, we can invite abundance into our lives and share it with those around us. 7 practical steps to attract prosperity. To invite prosperity into our lives, we need practical steps that align with mindful living and Buddhist principles. By taking small, intentional actions, we can create an environment that nurtures financial well-being and overall health. Regularly decluttering your handbag is one of these actions. Often, we carry unnecessary items that clutter our space and our minds. By tidying up your bag regularly, you can remove what's unnecessary and keep only what's truly important. Imagine the difference when you have an organized, tidy bag. This simple act not only reduces stress, but also helps you feel more in control of your situation, symbolizing the release of the past and making room for new opportunities. Mindful bill management. Bills can pile up and remind us of past spending, sometimes on purchases that weren't exactly pleasant. By regularly reviewing our bills, we can keep track of our expenses and make more informed financial decisions. This practice helps us become more aware of our spending habits and identify areas where we can save. For example, you might notice that you're spending too much on non-essential items and decide to cut back. This awareness can lead to better budgeting and more rational financial planning. Repair or replace broken items. Carrying around broken items can symbolize unresolved issues and stagnant energy. For instance, a broken zipper on your bag or a cracked phone screen can cause frustration and negative emotions each time you use them. By repairing or replacing these items, we can eliminate sources of stress and invite positive energy into our lives. Taking care of our belongings also reflects a sense of respect and appreciation for the resources we have. Gather and organize loose change. Loose change scattered in your bag can represent financial disorganization. By collecting and organizing these coins, we can develop the habit of valuing even the smallest amounts of money. Start by using a small pouch to keep all your coins in one place. Over time, this money can accumulate and be put to meaningful use, such as saving or donating to a worthy cause. Mindful consumption involves being fully aware of what we buy and why we buy it. Instead of making impulsive purchases, we can take a moment to think about whether the item is truly necessary and beneficial. This practice helps us avoid accumulating unnecessary things and focus on quality over quantity. For example, instead of buying multiple cheap items that we don't really need, we could invest in one high-quality item that lasts longer and provides better value. Mindful consumption also includes being conscious of the environmental and ethical impact of the products we buy, supporting businesses that align with our values. Let's explore the story of someone who applied these practical steps to invite prosperity into their life. This person used to feel overwhelmed by clutter and financial stress. They began by regularly cleaning out their bag, which made them feel lighter and more organized. They started reviewing their bills weekly, gaining a clearer understanding of their spending habits. They repaired broken items and noticed that doing so improved their mood and energy. They gathered up their loose change and began setting it aside for small treats. Finally, they practiced mindful consumption, choosing quality over quantity and supporting ethical businesses. Over time, these small changes made a big difference. They felt more in control of their finances and lived more in alignment with their values. The Buddhist teachings remind us that small, conscious actions can lead to big changes. By taking simple steps such as regularly cleaning out your bag, managing bills mindfully, repairing broken items, collecting loose change, and practicing mindful consumption, we can create an environment that invites prosperity. These practices help us stay organized, reduce stress, and make better financial decisions while aligning our actions with our values, ultimately building a more prosperous and fulfilling life. To truly understand how these practices can transform your life, I want to share a personal story of transformation. This story highlights the power of mindfulness, organization, and intentional living in creating financial prosperity and overall happiness. There was a time when I constantly felt stressed about my finances and overwhelmed by the clutter in my life. My bag was always filled with random items, old receipts, and broken things that only added to my anxiety. I decided to make small but conscious changes to improve my situation. First, I started decluttering my handbag on a weekly basis. This simple act of organizing my belongings made a huge difference. I felt more in control and experienced less stress. Next, I began reviewing my receipts regularly. This made me more aware of my spending habits and helped me identify areas where I could cut back. I also took the time to repair or replace broken items, eliminating sources of frustration and bringing positive energy into my life. Collecting loose change was another small but meaningful change. I started keeping all the coins in a small pouch and realized that even small amounts can add up to significant value. This habit taught me to appreciate every resource I have. Finally, I practiced mindful spending. Before buying anything, I would ask myself whether I really needed the item and whether it would bring true value. This helped me avoid impulsive purchases and focus on quality over quantity. I also made an effort to support businesses that align with my values. Over time, these small changes transformed my life. I felt more organized, less stressed, and gained better control over my finances. I was able to save money and use it for things that truly mattered to me. Most importantly, I felt more aligned with my values and lived a more fulfilling life each day. The Buddha's teachings on mindfulness and intentional living laid the foundation for these changes. Cultivating a prosperity mindset is key to attracting abundance and happiness into our lives. Our thoughts and attitudes play a crucial role in shaping our reality. By focusing on abundance rather than scarcity, we can transform our lives and invite positive experiences. Practicing gratitude helps shift our focus from what we lack to what we already have. When we regularly acknowledge and appreciate the good things in life, we generate positive energy that attracts even more goodness. For example, maintaining a gratitude journal can be a powerful habit. Every day, write down a few things you are grateful for. This simple practice will help you maintain a positive outlook and nurture a sense of abundance. You'll be surprised to find that you have so much to be thankful for when you take the time to reflect. Being mindful of what we think is the first step to attracting abundance. Visualization is a powerful tool for building a prosperity mindset. By imagining ourselves achieving our goals and living a prosperous life, we can reinforce positive beliefs and habits. Visualization helps us stay focused on the desired outcome and motivates us to take the necessary steps to achieve it. For example, you can spend a few minutes each day closing your eyes and visualizing yourself succeeding in your financial goals. Imagine the joy and satisfaction you'll feel when you reach this achievement. This practice will help you maintain motivation and confidence in your journey toward prosperity. Positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are statements that reinforce our goals and values. By repeating affirmations regularly, we can reprogram our subconscious to believe in our ability to achieve prosperity. For example, you might say to yourself, "I am open to receiving abundance," or "I am capable of achieving my financial goals." These affirmations help you overcome self-doubt and maintain a positive attitude. The more you repeat them, the more deeply they will sink into your mindset, gradually shifting your perspective from scarcity to abundance. Throughout this journey, we have explored various ways to attract prosperity into our lives. We began by recognizing that our thoughts and perspectives can create a sense of lack. By changing our mindset to focus on abundance, we open ourselves up to new opportunities and possibilities. We learned the importance of keeping personal spaces, especially handbags, neat and organized. This simple act can reduce stress and help us feel more in control. Comment the phrase, "I want a prosperous life," as a powerful affirmation for yourself, marking the start of your journey toward abundance and happiness. This is not just a statement, but an expression of positive aspiration, a way of sending energy out into the universe to invite good things into your life. When you bravely affirm your desires, you are planting the seeds of prosperity in your mind and activating the inner power needed to break through any limitations, opening new doors, and attracting promising opportunities. That statement is like a small flame capable of spreading, allowing you to welcome the abundant flow of life. We've also discussed how personal belongings carry energy. By becoming aware of the items we carry, we can ensure that our surroundings support both our financial health and inner peace. Mindfulness and connection are key to understanding how small actions can create a big impact. When we are fully present and aware, we can make wiser financial decisions and create a more harmonious life. We've reviewed practical steps such as regularly decluttering your bag, managing bills, repairing broken items, gathering loose change, and practicing mindful consumption. These actions help us stay organized, reduce stress, and make better financial choices. A personal story illustrated how these practices can bring about positive changes in life. By applying these steps, we can turn chaos into order and invite more prosperity into our lives. This demonstrates that these changes are not just theoretical, but can have a real and positive impact on daily life. Finally, we talked about cultivating a prosperity mindset through practices like gratitude, visualization, affirmations, surrounding yourself with positive influences, and taking inspired action. These steps help us maintain positivity, stay motivated, and move towards our goals. They also remind us that prosperity isn't just about money, it's about living a fulfilling and balanced life. The Buddhist teachings remind us that our thoughts shape our reality. By making small yet conscious changes, we can create a life filled with prosperity and joy. Applying these practices helps us align our actions with our values, paving the way for a fulfilling and prosperous life. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Remember that small steps can lead to big changes. Continue to practice mindfulness, maintain a positive attitude, and welcome prosperity into your life. Together, we can create a world filled with abundance and happiness. If you found these insights relatable and valuable, we would greatly appreciate it if you could take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. This is not just a small gesture of support, but also a way to spread the light of Buddhist wisdom to more people, helping the community come together to build a peaceful and mindful life. Each subscription from you will be a great source of encouragement, motivating us to continue creating meaningful content that reflects the spiritual and intellectual values taught by Buddhism over thousands of years. Let's plant the seeds of wisdom, compassion, and love together so that the light of Buddhist teachings can continue to be nurtured and spread far and wide, contributing to the peace of all beings. Thank you for watching until the end of this video.